Welcome back to the gym, everybody. Gonna have a good workout today. Gonna do vault, high bar, and Friday strength. If we get to P-bar, is good. If we don't, it's all good. I just wanna have a good workout. Next week is the 4th week of our strength and conditioning already. All right, we have 12 weeks to make muscle. So Jackson and Aiden, I'm gonna want you guys to step up with the weights. All right, so we're gonna start with my dude, Sam. Make sure you all take time. You take a piece of paper, you fold it in half. You write on the front, Happy Father's Day. In the middle, you say, hey Dad, you're so important to me because if it wasn't for you, I would have less peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And on the back, what you do is you write, like you do a little macaroni heart, like maybe paint the macaroni with your mom's nail polish or something like that. You know, and then you put that together in a little makeshift envelope that you can make out of like a pair of socks, something, stuff it into a sock. And you give that to your dad for all the love and the hard work that he's given you, okay? Everybody, you gotta give your dad something. A hug isn't gonna do it. All right, a handstand isn't gonna do it, but a card telling your dad how much he means to you is gonna do it. All right, you take that advice, okay? Happy Father's Day to all your fathers. They've obviously done a great job because they have wonderful kids, hardworking kids who are leaders, all right? So, good job. Your right arm circle forward. Keep the mic. I'm just gonna spotlight. Abdurrahim, I don't want you to have such big shapes in your lower back anymore. I don't want that huge arch in there anymore. I want it to stay tight, right? Keep those hips tucked in. That's better. Keep your hips tucked in. Okay? Good. I'm going to say one more thing. Big shapes in your back are not necessarily good things, guys. All right? Yusuf and I have been working on keeping his body and his back tighter and tighter and tighter in his Tkachev shapes, not bigger and bigger and bigger. Bigger isn't what you want. You want tighter. Okay, good. That's much better, Abdurrahim. Make sure your thumbs are pointing backwards here, utilizing your rotator cuff muscles, bringing blood flow And also, you're thinking about those muscles. You want to squeeze them tight. Squeeze them tight, go slow and deliberately. Make sure you do the knees things here. Can you show sideways? Nice job, homie.
Face out. Feet face in. Feet face out. Sluggy box. Sideways kicks. Other side. Kick down to your knee.
That's it. I like this shape here. I like what you're doing. Just complete total commitment to opening up your belly, even open your hips up if you can. Just open up everything. Yeah, there you go. That really gets my hip flexors if I do that in my stomach. You're reaching up with this top arm and you're pulling down with your bottom arm, and it should stretch. If you do a nice hollow shape, it really works great there. Open all the way up. Let's move on. Elbows, hips, knees. Don't they know that like you're the star of a show and that audio in the background is no bueno for the speed? What's the matter with those dogs?
Bend your knees and straighten them. Finger circles forward. Fingers face out. Fingers face in. Fingers face towards you. Flip over, push gently. Wrist push-ups. Other way.
Okay, Kennedy. All right, it might help. It's a little better.
Move your hips.
So from here on in, you might think that you're like going to be stretching, but you're really not stretching. After Dave Tilley's stretch, what you're doing is you're meditating on your form, on your toe point, and you're trying to keep your toe point without spilling water all the way through your straddle and one hand on top of the other and all that stuff. You're just focusing on that. I think it takes us about 3 minutes to do. So right now you have 3 minutes total to just keep thinking about your toe point and never break form. And you can use your hands to help you. But for me, toe point came from doing basic tumbling. Toe point came from doing all my flexibility with good toe point. And when I got to the meet, I never thought about it. It was never even a consideration because I just always pointed my toes, especially in warm-up. So maybe that will help you mentally. And right now, like when you're thinking about toe point in a Coleman or in a Kovacs, the stuff that Michael Fletcher was doing, that's scary. So you have to think about your toe point in a different situation where there's no fear. And that's right now while you're doing this stuff. And it's got to be your ultimate 100% focus.
Left hand, left foot.
Conrad, you got to keep those knees tight. I would say same thing with Jackson. Maybe keep your left knee a little bit tighter. You're also trying to stretch down too. Braden, keep. Because you're leading the stretch.
Right hand, right foot.
All right, Braden, make sure you're keeping those knees tight. Braden, you're spilling water forwards off your foot.
Elbows in the middle.
George, you look pretty good. Man, George, you got to work on your flexibility, my dog, sometimes, and your like split stuff, but it's going to help you a lot in skiing too.
Wide as you can go. Right hand, left foot.
Spill water, George. Left foot, keep that up. George, all the strength that we're doing, George, at the end is going to help you so much in skiing, buddy. All right?
Elbows in the middle.
Don't spill water. Make sure you can balance that glass of water on your toes. Conrad, I think that you're spilling towards your shin a little bit.
Rollers.
Want to hold each one for about 20 seconds or so. When you first stretch, there are sensors in your muscles that feel the stretch, and they're like, whoa, my body's stretching, and they send a reaction to your spinal cord that makes your muscles clench up a little bit. It takes about 20 seconds. Those muscles, after about 15 or 20 seconds, they'll realize that, oh, there's not going to be an injury here. I'll just relax a little bit. And then they sort of relax even more, and then you can get further into the stretch, especially if you focus on your breathing. But it takes about 15 or 20 seconds for your body to realize that this shape that you're in right now is not going to be hurting it. All right, we have 4 minutes to do these future start flexibility routines. I may as well start with Torrin. I'm going to be harsh. I'm going to try to get as much deductions, all right, as much as I can. You go, I'll rip it apart. Everybody keeps going at the same time, though. All right, go. No, yeah, don't go on mic. You just do it. You know what it is. So, like, we don't compete for the mic, and I'll just give you feedback. All right, here we go. Kick, arms going forward. I would kick your foot a little bit higher. That's to 1/10 in your leg. Keep going. I would take 2/10 for that pause. I'm going to take 3/10 for your split. 1/10 shoulders are low. 2/10 knee bend in the back. I'm going to take 3/10 on your split. 1/10 spill in water. 1/10 spill in water. 3/10 not low enough. And I can only take 1, 2, and 3/10. So 3/10 is as big as it gets. Up and over. I would take 3/10 for that. All the way up and over. I would take 1/10. You arched. Hold one. I would take 3 and 1. I can't see it, but I'm only assuming. I would take 2/10 for the knee on the way forward. You're looking at me, kind of at the camera. I would take 1/10 for that. I would take 1/10 because your knees. You got to get your shoulders over your hands. I'm assuming your toes are apart, so I'm going to take another one. That's it. There was too much of a pause at the end of that bridge. I want it to be smooth. Aside from the counting, I want it to be smooth. No choppiness. I'll give you 2/10 on that shoulders. Probably 1/10 in that roundness there, and I like that position a lot. So I'm probably taking about 2/10, 2 points on that, and I think we made future star goals. If that's the case, I think that you're probably at an 8.0 right now, and I think you had to get an 8.5. Right, so let's go, Aiden. Let's give him a future star number. I'm ready when you are, homie. All right, I think your goal was to get to an 8.0, so it starts, let's assume it starts at a 10.0. Let's get it. I'm 1, knee bend. 2, 3, 4, knee was on the ground. 5, shoulders tight in the back, and then I won't give you a deduction. All right, 6. As far down as you can, who cares if it hurts? 1, I would say 3/10, your chest is low, 2/10, so that's 1.1. All right, toes right there, 1.2, 1.3. This is gonna be 1.7, you gotta get that low, but your knees are tight there, so I did not take a deduction. Up and over, best you can. I got to take 3, but you go good push-up shape. I'm assuming your front toe is pointed, so I will not take a deduction. But right now you're at 1.8. Slide that back leg forward. You got to have no deductions from here on in to get to your goal. You got to keep those knees and toes. I would take 3/10, 1 your knee bent and 2 they're apart. So I'm at 2.1. Looking at the ceiling, breaking your arms. I would say I'll go nice and go 2/10. So I'm at 2.3. 2.4, you got to look forward, you got to stretch down, rip your body apart, point your toes. I'll assume your toes are pointed though. I would say 2.4. So still 7/6 or so. Got to get 4/10 better. Okay. All right. Let's go with George. Let's go with George, and then I'll maybe go with Isaac and rip them apart. Okay. Okay, George. Here we go. No, I would start again, George. I would start again. It says kick while lifting your arms forward, and you lifted and then kicked. So I would have taken a 2/10 deduction for this change in like how you did it. Better? Okay, 3/10 your leg wasn't pointing at the ceiling, 2/10 for that weirdness at the top, another 2/10 for your toe. So I'm at 6. Spilling water, 7, 8, 9. Now you're sitting on your bum, not doing a real split. So I would take another, I'll say 3/10, 10, 11, 12. There was a little pause there. Your arms aren't quite close together and you're spilling water. So I would say 15, 16. All right, keep going, moving. That's fine, no deduction. Another 3/10 in your toes. So 1.9 or 1.8. I'll go 1.8. Your knee bend, 1.9. That was easy to pick back up. Keep those knees tight. Your shoulders are not over your hands and your toes are apart. And you didn't hold it. So I would say 1.9. I would add another 4, 2.4. Looking at the ceiling, keeping those hands close together. I would say another 10th because your hands aren't close enough. So 2.5. Your right toe is on top of your left toe. I'll give it to you. Oh, but you didn't hold that. Oh, please, for the love of God, hold that. Okay, I'll forget that didn't happen. I would say about 2.6 or so. I'm just trying to have fun, man. I'm trying to show you how like you can scrutinize all this stuff if you really want to. And that's fun for me as a judge. All right, I like that. All right, I'm going to go, hold on, Abdurrahim. I'm going to go to Jackson first because I got to give him a number. And then I'll go to you, Abdurrahim. All right, and then maybe if Sam can go, I'll rip him down too, and then we'll get going on our workout. All right, Jackson, let's go. I'm going to be harsh, man. No deduction. 3/10 your leg, your knee at the ground. Oh, you didn't hold that. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, you're spilling water. Look at the camera. Look up. Not at the camera. Just look up with your chest. I'm at 0.8. 1/10 in your knees. 0.9. And then 10, 11, 12. You're not down far enough. And then your toes. 13. And push as far as you can get it. I'll go 2/10 and be nice. All right. So I think I'm at 15. I think. That's pretty good, but I'm assuming your arms are too far and your arms are bent. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 on that. 1.8. Your arms are good, but I'll say 1/10 not down enough, although it's probably like 2. So I'm at 1.9. Looking at the ceiling. Right toe. I'm looking, hoping there's a mistake. I would say 2/10 not low enough, and I would say probably about 2.1. All right, 2.1. All right, let's go, Abdurrahim. Okay, here we go. Abdurrahim, you usually do a pretty good job on this routine here. I'm just looking and hoping that I can take deductions. No deduction. 1/10 leg didn't go high enough, so I'm at 1. I don't have deduction on that shape. I'm going to take another 1, so 0.2. It's not down far enough, and you didn't hold it, so 3, 4, 5. No deduction on here. Good transition there. I'm going to take 2/10 just because it's fun, so I'm at 0.7. 0.8, your toes came apart. Looking at the ceiling, no deduction, 0.8. Yours was a 9.5, so you're at a 9.2 right now. Belly, belly, belly. I'll give you credit for that. I'm gonna give you 1/10 because your hands are high. So I'm at oof, right? Oof. So I'm gonna give you, I think I had 1.0. All right, Smoothie. Here we go. Point that foot at the ceiling. I'm taking 1 because I didn't have a good camera angle. Your arms are 1/10 high, 0.2. Pretty good shapes here. Spilling water. 0.5, 3/10. Got to get those knees facing up at the ceiling. This is pretty good. 1/10, just to be harsh, because you spilled water with your right foot. I'm gonna take 1, so that's 0.7. Hold. That's fine with me. Right leg, hoping it bends. 0.8. Looking at your knees, looking at your knees. I won't give you deductions for those toes because they're together now. 0.8. I like the slide. I like this here. 0.9, not low enough. Right toes on top of left, hoping that it makes more of a mistake. It's pretty good. I like this a lot. I'm not taking any deduction. That's beautiful. All right, I'll go 0.9, 9.1. No deduction. 1/10 because it's fun. All right. I'm going to say 2/10 because I can't see from the side and I don't think it's all the way down. So I'm at 0.3. Spilling water, 1/10. Not high enough, another 1/10, and you didn't put both arms up, so another 1/10. So I'm at 0.6. Spilling water in your knees, 7, 8, and I'm going to say 9. And I won't give you deduction. I'm looking at your knees, looking at your knees. All right, 10, 11 on the back knee, not high, low enough, 12, 13. I'm looking. I can't wait to take deductions. 14, your knees came apart. 15, your toes are apart right now. All right, no deduction for the slide down. I'm looking at your toes. They're not pointed. 0.9. Now that's, I think it's actually 1.4. I can't remember. I think this is, so I'm going to go 1. I'm a 1.8. I'm going to say a 1.8, an 8.1, an 8.2. I'll be okay with that. All right, I thought that was better than I thought it was going to be, honestly. All right, and I'm going to finish with milkshake. Why not? All right, milkshake, you're up. I'm not going to be so harsh. I'll just give you a reminder. And what I'll do is I'll help you through it so you remember, and that's easier. I want you to kick while lifting your arms. So actually, everybody stop. Everybody do it with milkshake. Everybody stop. Wait for everybody, milkshake. Everybody stop. Wait, start again. Everybody wait for milkshake's lead, okay? But everybody's got to do it with milkshake, all right? All right, everybody's ready. Here we go. Kick while lifting your arms forward. Do a Swedish fall, point your foot at the ceiling, and then go to a support shape. And then right around to a right leg split. Arms horizontal if you can. Hold. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Face the middle. Do a middle split. Arms horizontal again. Don't spill water. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Slide your feet 90 degrees. Arms parallel this time. And do a pancake with your belly close to the ground. Hold 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Up and over onto your belly. The rules say your belly has to stay on the ground, so you got to try. Up and over, go to a support shape like a push-up, not a seal stretch. And then do a left leg split. Bring your leg around to do a left leg split. There you go, dude. And hold arms horizontal, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Slide your foot all the way around. Sit on your bum and do a bridge. Keep your knees and toes together. Look at your hands, milkshake, and try to get your shoulders over your hands. Slide all the way down, flat to your back. And then your arms just do a little circle. They go forward. Yep, smoothie will help you. Look at the ceiling, little one. And keep those toes pointed, pointed, pointed. Slide your hands all the way across the floor. Keep them on the floor, all the way past your feet. Yep, and stretch, 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 stretch. And then don't forget to present and finish your routine. Boom. Okay, milkshake, nice job. So we're gonna do a 15-second sprint. All right, you gotta keep those knees up as high as you can, okay? Keep those knees up as high as you can. We're gonna do 15 seconds, and then you're gonna do 45 seconds of a rest. But when we do the rest, I'm gonna try to encourage you the best I can to remember to do your wrist flexibility. So we'll do your palm up, pull down, stretch, and relax in between. All right, ready, set, go. 15 seconds, lift those knees up high as you can. High as you can. It's about getting better at running, not doing 100 steps in a row. It's getting better running down the runway. I could care less how many steps you're taking, but you want to lift your knees. Stop and rest. Stop and rest. Palm up, pull down, stretch. All right, let's just go palm up, pull down, stretch. We've got 30 seconds to go. Walk it out and breathe. Just remember, while you're walking, take advantage of the time and stretch your wrists. If you have a foam roll, you can sit and foam roll. You have 20 seconds to go. Foam roll your quads and your lats. Yeah, foam rolling is better, that's fine, but don't forget your wrists. We do a lot of working on our wrists, and I believe that wrist health is going to be important. We have 10 seconds to go for your next sprint. You got to lift your knees. You got to think about it making you better at running and vaulting, not just go. All right, go. You guys can go. 15 seconds. It's not going to just make it so that your heart rate goes up. You have to lift your knees, extend your back foot. You want to try to keep your bottom leg, the leg that's hitting the ground, 3, 2, 1, and stop. The leg that hits the ground, when it straightens, you want to make it as straight and as long as you can. All right, straighten that leg as long as you can when you hit it on the ground, and you want to hit the front of your foot. And the other knee, you want to bend up nice and tall, nice and straight. Bend up nice and small. So straighten your bottom leg and bend your top leg as much as you can. We have 19 seconds to go. In between all of your turns, you should consider stretching always. Instead of waiting, you wait on a foam roller. You wait while you're doing your, while you're rolling out your foot. 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds, go. Lift those knees, get better. Imagine you're trucking down the runway. Yeah, not so fast, Jackson. I want those to lift your knees, lift your knees, lift your knees. That's better. Long as you're getting better at that running style with your knees up and your legs extended as you hit the ground. All right, let's take a rest. All right, let's breathe. If you have like a foam roller, I want you to, or like a little ball, I want you to just foam roll the bottoms of your feet. Let's take care of your feet and your legs for right now. And then I'll put the next exercise up. All right, the next exercise is up. For the level 4s, I want you guys to be able to do a handstand fall to bridge and then lower down like we're working a front handspring. Same thing with the level 5s. Level 5s, your vault is a front handspring. So if you can't control the bridge shape all the way up and over, all the way until your body is flat, it's going to be difficult for you to complete your front handspring. All right. And then the level 6s are doing handstand block. All right. You're going to start on the floor, and hopefully you can go up to a panel mat, or you can do it on a couch cushion, or you can do it onto like the top of your mushroom, or you can just do a handstand block if you don't have anything to do it onto. All right, but a couch cushion works good. And then the level 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s, you guys are going to try to like create that heel drive and push with your body like you would on a handspring front pike with a half. So like Smoothie is going to try to keep his body tight here. It's a little bit exaggerated with the upper body for sure. All right, but he's going to come in, he's going to hit the horse, and he's going to drive his heels, all right, to this shape so that he can continue on sitting up with his shoulders to create the Rudy out after he drives his heels. All right, so it's really just generating the upper body strength and the heel drive strength to be able to do front vaults. Okay, Kennedy, I think that's probably something reasonable for you to do, or you can work on handstand blocks, but I think to have that upper body strength and the heel drive is going to be critical to pretty much any vault that you do. So let's see a couple. That's it. I think that I almost want you to stop in a piked headstand. And I want you to try to time the push of your arms with the open of your heel drive and try to keep your body almost working on that synchronicity of movement. Open and heels. Open, push, and heels. Yeah, I like that better, Kennedy. Now remember the importance of doing these shapes tight. So one thing I notice is that when you hit the air track, your legs were a little bit apart. And that's just going to represent some looseness in the system. So try to drive your heels and finish the heel drive, finish the push with a good, complete, tight body here. Boom. Beautiful. I like how you bounced there. Right? Can you show me one more with that bounce? And that bounce is going to now really be indicative of the fact that you are keeping your heels and your body tight. All right, really beautiful shape too. Yeah, dude, that is so savage right there, Kennedy. All right, that's what I want you to work on. Beautiful work, nice job. All right, let's go to Braden. Let's go see Braden. Braden, the number one thing that I want you to do, whoa, slow down, buddy, slow down. The number one thing I want you to do is keep pushing away from the red mat and looking at your hands. Look right in between your hands the whole time, right in between your hands. There you go. Right in between your hands the whole time. All right, eyes right on the red. Don't look forward, because when you look forward, it's going to round your shoulders and make you sit. All right, and maybe while you're there spotting him, it's even better for him to just go back up and over so he never sits. Just go to a bridge. And actually, what I want him to do is this. Here, stop there. No, stop in the bridge. Now, the lower down means this. It says handstand, fall to bridge, and lower down. I want him to walk on his own all the way out. His feet are going to walk all the way out, and he's going to slowly go all the way, slow. But see how his arms buckled and bent at the end? Let's try one more, Braden, and let's keep your arms and legs straight all the way until you're laying flat on the ground with your arms above your head. So he's tight here. All right, this is a tight shape with air awareness, knowing where he is, and this is also tight to the bitter end. Okay, so that's that drill right over there. All right, I think that not only do we want him to know how to go up and over, but the act of him lowering down to the ground is going to work his muscles eccentrically and develop the opposite side of that strength. So we want him to be strong doing that, but also opening up and letting his body resist the force that way too. So Braden, make sure that you keep your arms and your legs as strong as you can. All right, all the way down. Like when I watch your gymnastics, I notice that you're very strong. All right, so try to keep your arms and your legs super strong all the way down from this the bridge lower down this time. Let me see one more. Bridge all the way down. All right, the next exercise is going to be up for everybody. I'm just going to let him finish his job and slide all strong. Good job, Braden. All right, so here's the next exercise for everybody. All right, Braden, you're doing handstand forward rolls to stick. And we only have 2 minutes and 32 seconds, all right, but we're going to do all those marches against the wall. And I'm not going to do it for 3 minutes, but I'm going to go to Conrad for 2 minutes and 32 seconds. All right, Conrad, you're against the wall. Let's see it. I'm just going to go slow. Every step with Conrad, you do what we say. Starfish cartwheels. The level 6 is actually, I want everybody doing what we're doing right now. Everybody can do this. Braden, you can do handstand forward rolls if you want, but I want everybody else to do this. All right, so Conrad, it's going to be the slow marches. Against the wall. Put your hands against the wall. There you go. You're going to start on one foot, doesn't matter which one, on the ball of your foot. Now you're going to sag into the ground. Let that stretch the back of your leg. Now, while you're there stretching, I want your front knee flexed and your front foot flexed and looking at the wall. Now bend your back knee, get ready to do the next step. Get a good stretch in your calf right here. Now, carefully jump to the other foot. Let that heel sag down on the ground. May as well stretch your calf. Now, take control of your body again. Look at the wall, fix your front leg. When you run, the rules say you have to run like this. Stretch your back, calf, and now switch. All right, now when you run, you should run on this part of your foot, the ball of your foot, and when we do the sprints, you should stay up there. But right now, we may as well take advantage of this opportunity to stretch your calf, fix your front knee, bend your calf, stretch your soleus, and switch your legs. Stretch your gastroc, fix your front leg, stretch your soleus, and switch. Stretch your gastroc, fix your body, stretch your soleus, and then jump again. The gastroc and soleus are the two muscles in your calf. When you keep your leg straight and stretch, it stretches your gastrocnemius. When you bend your knee, it switches the stretch to your soleus. So I'm using it as a running drill, but also as a way for you guys to stretch your calves. And we beat on your legs, and we don't have too much time to do flexibility and stuff. So we have to take advantage of the time. We have 33 seconds, and you're working on remembering how to run, but also building into the exercise flexibility for the muscles in your calves so you guys don't have Achilles tendon pain, Seaver's disease, and all that other stuff. It's not fun. All right, one more on the other side or whatever. We can just go to the next screen. Here's vault number 11. All right, now that everything is feeling a little bit better and we had 3 minutes of just taking care of our bodies, we're gonna do wall sprints. All right, you're gonna try to achieve the same shape on each of your sprints. We're gonna do it for 15 seconds and then 45 seconds rest, same thing as we did before. But you're gonna try to achieve that shape that you've meditated on and that you've drilled, all right? I'm ready when you are. All right, let's go to Abdurrahim. Let's go to Abdurrahim and see him work. All right, I'm gonna say ready, set, go, and then we'll start to 15. Okay? All right, what's up, Braden? Or Braden, you can do straight body alignment, but at the same time, and I want him to pretty much do a handstand against the ground because it'll help him understand what straight is. But at the same time, Braden, you can do handstand alignment against the floor if you want to, or you could also do this with your team. Okay, you could also do this with your team. All right, so you guys start running, and as you guys are running, I'll go help Braden because he's gonna work on some handstands. Ready, set, go. 15 seconds. So Braden, what I want you to do is just pretend you're in a handstand. Pretend you're in a handstand, and if you're in a handstand and your body is in this position, it's good. 2, 1, rest. I'm done. Do all the wrist flexibility. I'm done. Abdurrahim. All right, you guys watch Abdurrahim. Oh, I like this stretch. Good thinking, Abdurrahim. Do your bicep stretch, okay? All right, so Braden, if you're flat against the ground like this, this is the shape your handstand should be in. All right, now flip over onto your back and try to get all of the parts of your back touching the ground. You've got 20 seconds to go. All right, so I'm gonna just show you Conrad real quick, just because I got a great camera angle. Conrad, face the camera. I want you to put your palm up. All right, now look at, this is how you do this stretch. Then you're just gonna try to move it so that your palm and your fingers are touching the wall. Like that. You can even move your hand down. All right, sorry. Ready, set, go. 15 seconds, go. Knee up, foot flex, knee up, foot flex. On the front of your foot, on the front of your foot. More. Pound, pound, pound. 2, 1, rest. All right, let's go back to that stretch that Conrad is doing. So you wanna keep your hand about like shoulder height. That's it. Now, if you open your shoulder up and like you stretch your left chest a little bit towards the camera, that's better. And now if you look towards the right, away from that hand, it should also stretch. Take your right hand and put it on top of your head. Yeah, and you can pull your neck away from the wall just a little bit. No, just bend your, like that. That should also increase the stretch just a little bit. And you're trying to stretch your biceps, okay? Your biceps. Yes, exactly right. All right, you have 5 seconds till the next sprint. 3, 2, 1, get it. Come on, Conrad, up. Come on, pounding. I would lean back, I would lean forward just a little bit more. Yep, that's it, pounding. 5 seconds, pounding. This is how you gotta run, everybody, with your legs extended and your knees up. All right, guys, rest. Let's do that bicep flexibility one more time with the other arm. And then by the time you finish, I'll have the next exercise up. And we're pretty much done with vault, except for our golf ball squeezes. So you guys are gonna need to get some, either your tennis ball, golf ball, squishy ball, 3 pairs of socks rolled up that are gonna get destroyed. And everybody's gonna do golf ball squeezes. And then we're gonna take care of your feet. Kennedy, we good? You're not on screen, so I can't really do so much. You're probably having tea. Are you having tea? Is that dog in the way? Get out of the way, dog. All right, let's go do some golf ball squeezes. Who's got a good setup here? All right, I think Torrin's got a good setup. You really use anything. It doesn't have to be a golf ball. You could even use like a bottle of water that's halfway empty that has like, you can squish between your feet. So you're just gonna squeeze something like that between your feet, right? You can use, like Milkshake's gonna use just these squished up socks or something like that. What I really want the exercise to be is like this though, all right, like this. Take a ball, and the ball has to be the right shape, and it also has to be the right material. But you can see, it's like he can get his heels together and not quite his toes together. And then once his toes touch, his heels come apart. And you're trying to work on the strength of your feet, but not necessarily like, I want your knees always together. I don't want your knees to bend. And I want you to just work on the curling of your feet around the ball. I don't want you to overdo your shapes. I just want you to try to just work on your toe point. All right, I want you to do some where your heels are together, and that will help you squeeze the muscles that externally rotate your body. But I also want you to try to do some with your toes together really tight, because that'll help strengthen the muscles that internally rotate your legs. So there's like, I don't want the ball to be small enough so that you can just put your heels and toes together, because then it won't really do anything. So I find with myself, I'm, you know, a 43-year-old guy, I found that a golf ball was big enough to do what I wanted. So most likely a golf ball would probably work for you as well. Not to say that you can't use another kind of ball. A squash ball might work pretty well. All right, I think that this ball is good. It might be a little tiny bit too big, but he works really hard and he makes it happen. So I don't think it is. But it also has some squish to it. You're just squeezing your toes around the ball as tight as you can. All right, maybe try to squeeze for about 15 to 30 seconds at a time. I think you should probably try to shoot for squeezing for a minute at a time, because your floor routine, or your pommel horse routine is going to be like 33 to 50 seconds long, typically. So if you can squeeze for about 50 seconds, that will be useful. Let's go for 30 seconds more. When you're done and you feel like you want to move on from this, I want you to stand, and I want you to roll out the bottom of your feet. Stand and roll the bottoms of your feet out. You can switch if you want to do that with a weight. You can use all sorts of different types of surfaces, or like balls of different diameter and also squishiness. And don't be afraid to put a lot of weight in there. Like stand on that like tennis ball. Don't roll it, stand on it. Standing on it. Like if you take your thumb and you push it into your couch cushion, the couch cushion is going to stretch. So I think that you can stretch muscles through pressure and not necessarily only through tension by pulling from one side or the other. So just find a spot at the bottom of your foot that might be a little bit more tender, and you just push it in. Torn, I think that's probably going to be too thick because it's got too much surface area and it disperses the weight. I think that, like, you know, like the top of a weight works really well. If you roll your foot out on like in between where like the handle, yeah, this works way better. This is so fun too, right? And you can use the side of the weight as well, right up there, and that'll help, that'll work different. All right, yeah, I mean, yeah, it might work, Conrad, because you're adding a little bit more force to it, but whatever works, whatever works. If it feels good, it's doing good. It's pretty much what you gotta think. If it feels good, then it's good. Right? All right, good job. Let's move to high bar. Good job, everybody. All right, high bar. High bar, the level 4s are going to be on their pull-up bar. Actually, just kidding, that's a lie. You guys are going to be doing the push-up from the floor onto one parallel. You remember, Braden? You had one parallel. It's in front of you like on high bar, so for the most part, we're only going to be using one parallel for high bar. And what you're going to do is you're going to do a push-up. You're going to start on the floor, and you're gonna jump up and hold yourself up onto the parallel. Start on the floor and jump up. All right, and the reason why is because in level 4, there's a big hop. They have to go swing, 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 hop, their hands way up high. And I want you to get used to, Braden, letting go of the bar and catching back onto the bar. All right, the level 5s and 6s are gonna do like those fake swing handstands on the mushroom. So you're gonna lean forward on the mushroom and swing to handstand. All right, Torin, maybe you can show the guys how to do that so people understand what I'm talking about. Everybody has a mushroom, so everybody should be able to do just the rock to handstand and back down. All right, the last group, the level 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s, I really want you to work on doing like swing half turns, swing half turns, swing half turns, swing half turns, swing half turn. I think it's one of the hardest, but at the same time, most indicative skills in gymnastics to show whether or not somebody has control of their body. Obviously can't do swing half turns, so I want you guys to use the shapes that you would use on a swing half turn. And as you're doing it, focus on your toes being together the whole time. So these are all just replicating swing half turn, but your arm's gonna be above your head like they would be on high bar. Maybe even you can hold on to a parallel if you want. His left toe is on, his right toe is on top of his left toe here, so I'd take a deduction on every single swing. All right, and you're thinking about your toe point and your shapes and your swing half turn and pulling on the bar, and right here you're doing an early pirouette, right? You don't have to let go of the bar, just turn them with you, right? You don't have to let go of them, just keep them above your head and hold them with you. But you're thinking about an early pirouette here, that's better. And hollow and toe point, right toe is on top of your left toe, 1/10, and this is swing half turn, trying to utilize all shapes that you would use. If you can do a swing half turn, I think that you can, but I almost like this exercise better because it forces so much more tightness in your body. But Torn, I mean, I'm not telling you to get off that bar and stop swinging, because swinging is fun. That's what I want you to do. All right, let's see. Kennedy, what are you doing? You working on this stuff too? Let me see. I never go to Kennedy. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. What are you working on, Kennedy?
I don't know what ones I should do.
I think you should always do the level 7, 8, 9, and 10 stuff. I think that you should do level 7 stuff, especially on floor, vault, and high bar. I think that you should do all of the level 7 stuff, no problem. If you don't have a mushroom to rock over though, then I think that what you should do is the handstand shapes, like you know how Yin has you guys do the push-up with a pike, and then you open up to a heel drive. I'm trying to get you guys to work on a cast handstand right here. So anything that's gonna be able to drive, even if you put your hands on the tee of the air track and go bounce, heel drive to handstand, bounce, heel drive to handstand, I think that would also be very functional. Yeah, and heel drive. Yeah, exactly right. And you're just trying to replicate a cast handstand. So there's going to be a lean forward that you have to do, a pushing up, right? Yeah, I want your shoulders, not just a bounce to a pike handstand, but try to lean a little bit more forward with your shoulders, Kennedy. Just a little bit more forward. And then bounce. Yep, that's better. As much forward as you can muster. Right, because when you do a cast, you know that your shoulders are going to come down to the bar, your heels are going to rise. So just think about getting your shoulders forward and opening up your heels for that heel drive. All right, the next exercise for high bar is going to be up. And I think I'm going to try to do this for now. I think this makes sense, okay? All right, I would like Kennedy to do, if you don't have that, okay. Okay, Kennedy, I want you to do the number 6 one. All right, you're gonna do a kick handstand with your hands facing you on the air track. Then you're gonna block and flip your hands around so your fingers are facing away from you, like you just hopped from under grip to over grip handstand. So handstand block, under grip to over grip, and try to do it maybe on the line, under grip, hop, over grip. Yep, but that's a jump. I want you to block as your hands hit the mat, block and go under grip to over grip. Block. Yeah, and I'm gonna have Smoothie eventually show you, but keep working on that, Kennedy. All right, so that's what the level 6s are gonna be doing. The level 4s and 5s, you're gonna lay down with your arms above your head, and you're gonna lower your feet down as slow as you can. As slow as you can though, Braden. As slow as you can. That's it. As slow as you can. That's it. Now lift your toes quick to the bar. There you go. And then open up and lower all the way down. And lower all the way down. All right, the level 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s, you guys are doing the hollow rock. Rock forward from your belly to your headstand. Rock forward from your belly to your headstand. And then stand up, Smoothie. This is really for you guys to do like a Yamawaki or even a high start. You're gonna have to do your back uprise, small free hip to your heel drive to get to your handstand. And it's this heel drive, and you can stand up in a pike. There you go. Heel drive, stand up in a pike. All right? All right, Isaac, let me see what you're working on, Isaac. You should be doing either the under grip kick handstand stuff. There you go, let me see it. And hop. That's it. I want you to try to hop as you finish the kick handstand to the top. Drive your heels to the top and then hop right there. Kick and hop. I want to see if you can hop earlier than that. So like you're gonna like block. Right now, Isaac, you're jumping. Remember we said that there's a difference between jumping and bouncing and a difference between pushing and blocking? Right now, you're bending your arms on the parallel and pushing off, and I want you to block off. Block and hop. Block and hop. But in order to block, you're almost gonna have to stand up and do a lunge. Stand up and do a lunge. Stand up, all the way up. Stand all the way up. Stand all the way up, buddy. And even try this, all right? Stand all the way up, Isaac. Stand all the way up. That's not standing all the way up. Your hands are on the ground. That's not standing up. There you go. That's standing all the way up. Now, don't go. Just listen, my dog. I want you to do a kick handstand with your arms in an under grip. And as soon as your arms touch the parallettes, I want you to block and hop. Kick handstand. Block and hop. Block and hop. Yes! Hey-oh! Block and hop. Yes! Hey-oh! Now, I want you to keep your arms super tight. That was a jump. That was a push. The other ones were a block. Block and hop. Yes! And I want you to try to do that and keep landing on the bar. A block and hop. Like the bar is going to bounce. You're going to pull the bar down on your front giant. The bar is going to bounce you up. You're going to block off the bar and hop. All right? Use the bar like a trampoline. All right, the next exercise is coming up. Good job, Isaac. Good listening, buddy. All right, the next exercise is up. I want Kennedy to do number 7, pirouettes against the wall in both directions. Milkshake, you can do level 4 always, or level 5 always, but Kennedy, you're gonna do level 7, pirouettes against the wall in both directions. All right, the level 8s, 9s, and 10s, you guys are gonna go hop handstand, all right, and do a pirouette on the opposite. So you're gonna go hop handstand, pirouette, and then pirouette again. Hop handstand, pirouette, and pirouette. All right, like you're doing a quast. The level 4s, you guys are gonna do jump up to tuck jump and stick. So you're gonna jump up to the mushroom and then jump down and stick. Jump up and over, jump down and stick. Jump up and over, jump down and stick. All right, jump up on top of it, jump up on top of it, and then jump down and stick. Done. Good job. Now, Braden, you did something a little bit different earlier. You put your hands on the vault and you almost did like a squat on. And if you want to do that, that's also a great idea. So you put your hands on and then squat on, jump down and stick. That's also a great idea, and I think that you had a good idea, all right? All right, so Abdurrahim, let me see what you're working on here. All right, Abdul Rahim, I think, is doing the hop handstand pirouette. Let's see it. Yes, and then, but I want you to stop in the handstand and then pirouette again. Hop handstand, pirouette, and pirouette. There you go. Like that. Hop handstand, pirouette. All right. That's what I want the level 8s, 9s, pretty much the level 7s and 8s, 9s, and 10s. Actually, 8, 9s, and 10s. All right, 1 minute to go. Iñaki, está bien, amigo? All right, let's see what Isaac's working on. Isaac, you should be doing your feet. Okay, I want you to put your feet on the couch, Isaac. Oh, what level are you doing? 5 or 6? 6? Okay. Oh, 6. All right. I want you to put your feet, but I want you to put your feet at the ceiling. Face your belly at the ceiling. Yep, correct. Now, which way are you going to do a Stutz dismount, buddy, or a Stutz? Which hand do you put first on a cartwheel? There you go. Good. All right. Now kick to a handstand. Now do a pirouette. There you go. Put your feet back on the couch. Stutz to support. Kick handstand. Pirouette. Let's do one more before we switch. That's what you're working on. Stutz. Kick handstand. Hold if you can, and pirouette. Let's do one more. See if you can hold that handstand first before you pirouette. Stutz. Kick handstand. Hold. Okay, good try. I'm down with that. All right, next exercise. Good hold, Isaac. Good job, buddy. All right, next exercise. Kind of wish Blake was here. Kind of miss Blake today. All right, next exercise is the level 4s. You guys are doing leg raises on the bar, on the pull-up bar. Leg raises with good form. The level 5s, you guys are doing pirouettes against the wall with your back straight. The level 6s, I'm assuming you can do a pirouette with your back straight, so I want you to try to do an early pirouette. Kick to handstand and pirouette before you even get to the handstand. The level 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s are going to do these endo exercises. All right, Kennedy, you can do these as well. All right, let's go to Aiden, I always do. All right, you're just going to do these endo drops. You're going to start in a candlestick shape. Oh. And you're going to drop into your endo, reach between your knees so that you're grabbing onto the bar. And I want you to stop at the bottom shape a little bit. Stop a little bit at the bottom, because as you do your endo, you're going to have to stop and ride that shape and then open. Stop and ride and then open. Stop and ride and then open aggressively. Boom. Drop down, hold it, ride tight and drop and open. All right. Braden, that is correct. You're doing that 5 in a row. Lift your feet all the way to that bar. That's it, my dog. I want it to take 2 seconds to go down and 2 seconds to go up. 1,000. 2 seconds home slice. 2 seconds to go down and 2 seconds to go up. 1,000. Just go as slow as you can, my dog. Don't let your feet drop, right? Don't let your feet drop. Control your feet dropping. Then you can lift fast on the way up and go slow on the way down. Fast on the way up and slow as you can on the way down. Okay, there you go. There you go, buddy. Fast as you can on the way up and slow on the way down. Abdul Rahim, good. I want you to remember, like when Lou and Mitchell were talking about the Tkachev, as you come through the bottom and as you change from stage 1 to stage 2, you're going to find one tight body shape. That's the body shape in an endo. This is the body shape right there. You're going to ride it all the way down, as tight and as compressed as you can. And then you're going to go endo roll all the way up. Boom. Can you try that, Abdul Rahim? Go like this, do your endo, and then rock all the way forward and do an endo roll. But now, after you do that, yeah, and try to do a whole endo. So you start with your hips up, drop all the way down, hold it, and then rock from here, endo. There you go, right? Try that, guys. I think that's a pretty good continuance of what you're doing. And then rock forward, Conrad. Heck yeah, bro, heck yeah. Right, Smoothie, can you do one or two of these? Right, drop down, hold, and then rock through and shoulders up. There you go, Conrad. Rock down and hold it. Hold, Jackson, and then snap it up, boom. Right, it's exactly what an endo feels like. Just watching you guys do that, it's exactly what I felt an endo was like. Yeah, but Smoothie, I think that you have to hold longer. It's not just a forward roll, it's a hold at the bottom. Ride the endo down and then roll. And you know, that's one thing, now that I think about it, that's one thing that is very different when you do an endo roll with a stalter. An endo roll is continuous, but a stalter is not. A stalter, an endo on high bar is not. You have to wait, you have to pull the bar down, and then the bar is gonna snap and recoil. You guys have to just learn how to use the bar as a spring a little bit more effectively, and then you'll understand why that compression shape and holding that shape so long in your endo is gonna help it snap to the handstand aggressively. Okay, the level 4 is arms above your head. Oh, Braden, I want you to have like a book above your head, or like even a small weight, or your parallettes, although your parallettes are big. Just a small weight, 5 pounds, 3 pounds, a parallette, a book, that'll work. Lift it above your head. And you're gonna go stretch and hollow. Hands behind your head, hands in front of your head. Hands behind your head, hands in front of your head. Hands behind your head, hands in front of your head. Actually, just kidding, do that on the bar. Jump up, do that on the bar. Do a stretch shape and a hollow shape, and a stretch shape and a hollow shape, and a stretch shape and a hollow shape. I want you to remember keeping your toes together and keeping your point. Yep, and go, yep, this is fine. All of these shapes, whatever he's doing now is perfect. Yep, like that. That's what I want. That's what I want. So it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yep. Yep, like that. Exactly like that. Hey-oh, hey now. Just like that. Good stuff. All right? All right. The level 5s. Now we got to start working on your flyaway. This is high bar exercise number 12. The first forward roll, backward roll, the backward rolls to slow were to get your pullover, but this is to do a flyaway. Kennedy, you can do this one too. You're kind of like mimicking a quick flyaway, a quick backward roll. And you're going to push off of your hands like a back extension, but then get into your RDL shape. All right, so the other thing that you could do, Kennedy, if you want, is the level 7, 8, 9, and 10 stuff, which is more like a Yamawaki. So I'll show you what Conrad's going to do. You're going to do a push-up shape and a stretch. Then you're going to rock off of your belly. We've done this a bunch of times in yins too. And you're going to snap and push off of your belly, get up to your pike stand like a Yamawaki. So roll, push off of the ground, roll down, push, stand all the way up, stand all the way up, turn halfway around, put your hands on the bar, and push away. Okay, like a Yamawaki or a Veronin or a vault catch. So I still think, Kennedy, that's really an important drill for you to be able to do on high bar, so that you learn how to drive your heels in a tight body shape and then change to another shape. Conrad, it's got to be super tight. There cannot be any knee bend. It's got to be super tight and transition to super tight heel drive and super tight snap. Snap, boom. And you're just working on how tight can you get the change in direction in your body to be. It's the same thing you're going to need to do on a Tkachev. Heel drive, snap as tight as you can. You're transitioning from stage 1 to stage 2 of your Tkachev. This is exactly an opposite Tkachev anyway. So if you can do this shape and change in your direction here, then a Tkachev is going to be even easier. All right, but remember that the key thing in all of this Tkachev work, Aiden and all you guys, is about this tightness. You can't collapse through your heel. I'd rather that, Aiden. I'd rather that, because to me, yeah, Aiden, great job, because you're committing to the tightness in your body. You have to use the bar, not your body. Yeah, Aiden, good. Grab the bar and good job. Push away with straight arms so you don't hit your chin. Yeah? See one more, then I'm gonna go to Abdurrahim. My baby. That's it, grab bar, push it away. And Aiden, don't be so surprised if you were able to learn a Yamawaki. A Yamawaki is a D, right? And all you gotta do is, instead of going over the bar in a pike, you go over the bar standing up. So snap down, your feet are gonna come down, and as they come down, snap up harsh with your shoulders, right? Toes down, shoulders up. Same thing as a Tkachev. All right, Smoothie, I think Abdurrahim asked me, and then I can go to Smoothie. What do we need? Smoothie, what's up? What's up, Milkshake? What's up, you good?
What would I do?
You're gonna do the level 4. So you go, lift it above your head. Ball weight, like 5 pounds, whatever. A shoe, a book, 5 eggs, the parallettes, a ball. The foam roller is also good. Just hold it above your head. Good, now hold it above your head with both hands. And I want you to pretend that you're on the bar doing your stretches and hollows. So you're gonna go a hollow straight, a hollow shape, and a stretch. And a hollow, that's it, that's all I want you to do. Arms above your head, standing, stretch, and hollow shapes. Okay, that's what it says up there. That's it, and trying to get strong enough so that you can do your taps and you can do your swings. All right, we have one more high bar exercise. How exciting. And this is 3 different shapes. 3 different shapes that are all designed to try to help us with the Tkachev. Everybody's gonna do the same thing. Okay, everybody's gonna do the same exercise. I'm gonna go to Aiden. I'll have Aiden do it. Why not? Aiden, you are going to do a push-up shape and then a double leg cut. So your feet are gonna come forward and you're gonna be sitting on your butt. Push-up shape, and then he's gonna go double leg cut. First of all, that will help you do a double leg cut on P-bars, which is a B. And then what you're gonna do is roll back on your shoulders and do a bridge. So you're gonna have finished your double leg cut, roll back onto your shoulders and do like a Tkachev onto your feet. Now you have to work on the stand up part of your Tkachev, which is an endo roll. So you're gonna come down, do an endo roll to a push-up shape. Right, an endo roll to a push-up shape. Double leg cut. Roll back to your bridge. Go down onto your back right here and just rock back. No, don't stand up. Don't stand up. Just rock forward. Go rock back to your shoulders. Rock forward and lift your shoulders and rotate like a Tkachev. That's it. Yeah, unless you have to rock forward, doesn't matter to me. Hands down quick, shoulders up, Tkachev. And now double leg cut and just keep going back and forth. All right, we got 2 minutes to go. Actually, just kidding, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I think that this is a pretty relevant exercise for you, Kennedy, as well. It's, again, we want to keep tight shapes. So here I want you to rotate, be able to flip forward and backward with your feet in a straddle. So, and you may as well get forward in with a double leg cut. We good, Kennedy? Yeah? Okay. All right, Isaac. Kennedy. All right, Isaac, let's see it. Double leg cut. That's it. Now roll back. You don't know how to get through what on the double leg cut, Kennedy? Just try it. Let me see what I got to work with. Let me see what I got to work with, and then I'll help you. Push to your bridge, Isaac. Push to your bridge. Keep your body tight. Get all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. You're gonna let go of the bar like that, looking at the bar, and then you're gonna lay down, and you're gonna work on lifting your shoulders as your heels go down. Lifting your shoulders like a hollow roll, like an endo roll. Lifting your shoulders into an endo roll and a straddled forward roll to handstand. Yes, and now go to a handstand. All the way up into a handstand. There you go. There you go. So you're gonna do now, actually, it's not an endo roll to a handstand, but that was good enough. All right, so let's go to Kennedy. Let's see what you're working on. Who cares? You might, no, a straddle, Kennedy. Do a straddle, a double leg cut straddled. Go around your arms. Go slow. Go slow. Do this. Do a push-up shape and go to a straddled stand. Here, I'm gonna have Abdul Rahim do it. All right, so you can watch. Go to a straddled stand, Kennedy. Put your hands behind your legs. No, up and over your legs. Up and over. Up and over behind you. So don't worry about double leg cutting. Just go to a straddle stand and then sit on your bum. Right here, I'll show you with Abdul Rahim. Abdul Rahim, listen to what I tell you. We're gonna help Kennedy. She's cool. I want you to do a push-up shape. Now she's having a hard time doing the double leg cut, so I don't want her to do the double leg cut. Jump and land on your feet in a straddle. Yeah, but don't do the double leg cut. Just stand in a straddle. Jump and stand. Done. Put your hands behind your back on the ground. That's like behind your legs. Yeah, and now just go down. That's it. And then do your roll back and then finish the rest of it. If you can't do the endo roll, do a straddled stand, like a forward roll to a straddle stand. And just push down and straddle stand there. Right, whatever is gonna make it easier. So let's do the whole thing one more time, Abdurrahim. So I want you to just jump to a stand. Now, that's it, done. Right, and then what I want you to do is do your push to handstand, yep, and then come down. If you can't do the endo roll, just roll off your back up to a straddled stand. That's perfect. Yeah, Kennedy? All right. Okay, let's see how you're doing. Braden, I want you to do that double leg cut one more time, but I want you to go around your legs. All right, maybe I can have Aiden do that one more time because he did a good job. Hey, Braden, check it out, my dog. Check it out. Watch his legs. He's going to go around his arms. All right, he's going to go push up and he's going to go around to the outside. He didn't go through the middle. He went to the outside. All right, to the outside of your arms, like a big straddle, like a big split. Yeah, yours are going through the middle. Yours are going through the middle. Go around the outside like a straddle. Yes, like that, like your mom. No, they're still going through the middle. Isaac, maybe you can show him. All right, move the camera so we can see clearly, Isaac. Hey, Braden, watch Isaac's legs. Yep, there you go. All right. See how his legs are going out the outside? He's in a straddle. Try it a couple more times, Isaac, so he can see. Yeah, Isaac, you did it, buddy. You did it, right? All right, Isaac, I wasn't able to do it, but you did it. All right, Braden, can you show us one more of those? All right, nice job, Isaac. Oh, he went through the middle again. Hey, Braden, watch Isaac again. Watch, buddy, watch. Watch carefully. Let's see those feet, Isaac, so we had a good view. All right, watch his legs, Braden. They go to the outside of his feet in a big straddle. Yeah, dude, Braden, that was good. Right, Abdurrahim's clapping for you, Braden. Right? Isaac, those socks came in handy today. Right, good job. Around the outside. And now, Braden, watch the rest of it. Isaac, after you do the double leg cut, finish so that Braden can see the rest. So you're gonna do your double leg cut around the outside, and then you're gonna do your roll back to bridge. Yeah, and then you're gonna do an endo roll to a push-up shape. I don't want you to do endo roll to handstand. Just go right to a push-up shape. Endo roll to a push-up shape. That's it, because you're not gonna catch the bar in a handstand on a Takachev. You're gonna catch it in a push-up shape. All right, thank you, Isaac. Good job, Isaac. Excellent job, Isaac. All right, guys, let's do our testing strength. Not our testing strength, our strength and conditioning for the day. And then we'll get moving on. I'm gonna start with Aiden and Jackson. All right, we're gonna do cliffhangers. All right, cliffhangers are when we squeeze the ball with each hand. Squeeze the ball each hand. Then we're gonna do single arm dumbbell row, and then the lateral bear crawl. All right, so we're gonna do 5 of each. 5 of each on each arm. That means when you squeeze the ball, you gotta squeeze it as tight as you can so that your hands are tired after 5. Torrin, I think that'll be fine. It's maybe a little bit too thin. Braden, I want you to go get a squishy ball that you can squeeze. A squishy ball. About the size of your hand so you can grip it tight. I also want you to get Braden a book. A heavy book. A book. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Aiden, and Aiden is gonna use just a rolled up towel. This is actually a really good size here. I think that this is a very good solution, all right? And we're gonna get started. He's gonna squeeze the towel as tight as he can. 1, and I'm gonna have you hold it. Okay, so squeeze, hold, 1. All right, squeeze, hold, 2. Squeeze, hold, 3. Squeeze, hold, 4. Squeeze, hold, 5. Switch hands. Squeeze, hold, 1. Squeeze, hold, 2. Squeeze, hold, 3. Squeeze, hold, 4. As tight as you can. Squeeze, hold, 5. Switch hands. This has got to help you do giants on P-bars. Squeeze, hold, 1. Squeeze, hold, 2. One of the reasons why I call it the theneverchalkgym squeeze, hold, 3 is because Yin told me squeeze, hold. In order for his guys to get strong on P-bars and giants, relax and squeeze, hold, 5. He never lets his guys use chalk on P-bars. Switch hands. That's why I call it the theneverchalkgym. I met him 3 years ago and he says, I said, Yin, how do you get your squeeze? Do your squeeze and holds by yourself while I talk. I said, Yin, how do you get your guys to do giants on P-bars so confidently? Do you use Caro? Do you use chalk? Do you use Coca-Cola? What do you use? He says, I don't let them use anything, not even chalk. And I loved it. So I called this gym the theneverchalkgym because of it. Right? So you have to get your grip strength really tight. Even Yin was showing us one day that he had Sergio hang from the bar without any chalk. And that's how he does, that's how he gets his guys good. If it's grip strength and it's not chalk holding you onto the bar, then you don't need chalk. You got good grip strength. Okay, the next one is single arm dumbbell row against the wall. Your forehead is going to be against your forearm. Your trunk is going to be relatively low, 1 foot in front of the other. I'm just going to go to Jackson because he's got a good view, and then I'll go back and forth between Aiden and Jackson. All right, so this is a single arm. You're doing it with a single arm. Jackson, show them your arm dangling, okay? I do not want that. That is terrible. You have to engage your shoulder the whole time, and now you're going to pull your elbow behind your back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Carefully switch the weight with your hand. Head on your forehead, and 1. Isaac, exactly like he's doing. All right? I want you on the wall exactly like that. All right? Not on the ground. Okay, the next thing is your lateral bear crawl. 5 steps to the left, 5 steps to the right. Okay, lateral bear crawl. Slow as you can. Opposite hand, opposite foot. You want your knees to stay bent. Conrad, slower. I want you to bend your knees. Bend your knees as slow as you can. Conrad, you're still going one hand. You're going foot hand. That was correct. That was foot hand. That was correct. That was correct. That was correct. That was correct. It's not a strength. It's a timing. It's a sequencing your muscles in your brain exercise. Okay, grab the ball, squeeze. Left hand. 1, 2. Squeeze as tight as you can and hold. 3, 4, 5. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3. Tight as you can. 4, 5. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single arm dumbbell row. Go. 1. I'm switching to Jackson because of the view. 2. Slower, Jackson. 3. And Jackson, you need to up the weight. 4 and 5 on this, okay? Probably use a good 15, 20 pounds on it. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Conrad, great shape. I want Isaac. I want you to look at Jackson one more time, please. Jackson, you got to put your arm on your forehead, your forehead on your hand, like that. Okay? Okay. It's getting better, Isaac. You're getting better. All right, let's go lateral bear crawl. All right? I'm just watching Conrad. Just watching Conrad. That was good. That was foot hand. That was good. That was good. All right, Conrad, good. A little slower if you can. Yeah, I want you to go hand and foot at the same time. Aiden, I think that it's good. I think you got to bend your knees more. I can't see, it's from the side, so I don't want to be critical. Okay, what I want you to do right now is I want you to do 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Go. 30 seconds jumping jacks. If you don't want to do jumping jacks and you want to run in place, that's fine with me. Same thing in the beginning. Just 30 seconds. And then we're going to go right back to do those hand squeezes one more time through. You got 15 seconds to go. Get ready for those hand squeezes. I want to go right away. 10 seconds to go. Okay. 5, 4, 3. Okay, let's go. And hand squeeze. 1 and 2 and 3. Pretend you're on bars. And 4, doing a peach. And 5, and squeeze with the other hand. You're doing a giant. You're doing a tip out. You're doing anything. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Tight as you can. 5. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Single arm dumbbell rows. Aiden, if you can do more than 5 easily, you got to increase weight. If you don't have weights to increase, then you can't increase weight. Well, you got to just do with what we got. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Isaac, excellent. 5. Braden, excellent. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Torrin, excellent, as usual. 4, 5. Lateral bear crawls. And then we're going to do 30 seconds of jumping jacks. And then we have the last 3 exercises of the week. Come on now. Oh, that was foot hand. That was barely foot hand, but it was fine. That was foot hand. Yeah, you, buddy. That was fine. That was fine. Wow, it's that left side, a little bit left side. Your right side is great every time. That was same hand, same foot, but that was good. Yep, that was good. That was good the whole way down. Yeah, that was good the whole way down. That was good. Fun to watch, Conrad. Yeah? Isn't that fun, dude? It's nothing. It's nothing. It's not hard to do. Gymnastics doesn't have to be hard to do. It's just complicated. And you could see, just why everybody watch Conrad do this, right? It's so beautiful to watch. Opposite hand, opposite foot. I wanted to lift the ground at the same, that was foot hand. Everything, leaving the ground at the same time. Just such beautiful, subtle motions. There's no way that just any old kid in your school can do what Conrad's doing right now. This requires thought, body control, strength, right? It's just beautiful. Nice work, my dude. Right? Good stuff. Fun to watch. All right. It's fun to watch. All right. Next thing we're going to do is a single arm half kettlebell getup with a press. One of my favorite exercises of the week. A single arm half kettlebell getup with a press. If you don't know what you're doing, watch carefully. Listen to my words very carefully. Your eyes should always be on the weight. You should always be looking directly at the weight. Never take your eyes off the weight. All right? Now what you're going to do is you're going to hold the weight with your left arm and you're going to lift your left leg and bend it. You're going to push the weight to the ceiling, and that's going to let you go up onto your right elbow. And then your right hand pushing the weight directly at the ceiling, still looking at the weight. Open your belly all the way up like you're on pommel horse. Now do a press. A press is anytime you bend your arm like that and push up. Put your hip on the ground. Put your elbow back on the ground. Put your back on the ground. And then hold the weight with both hands. Switch the weight to your right hand and switch your right leg. Aiden, go slower on that first spot. Up to your elbow, up to your hand. Open up your belly. Do your press. Back down to your hip, onto your elbow, onto your shoulder. Switch the weight. Switch your leg. Up onto your elbow, onto your hand. Open up your belly. Press. Onto your hip, onto your elbow, onto your back. Switch the weight. Switch your leg. Up onto your elbow, onto your hand. Open up your weight of your belly. Press. Hip on the ground. Elbow on the ground. Back on the ground. Hold the weight and rock it to the ground. Roll the weight to the ground. Now you're going to stand up and do seesaw presses, 5 of them on each arm. Again, Aiden and Jackson, if it's easy for you to get to 5, we want to increase numbers. Okay, here we go. 1 and 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Cradle the weight. Put the weight down on the ground. And you're going to lay on your back and do your tricep extensions. The tricep raises. Your elbows point at the ceiling. Yep, tricep raise. A tricep extension. So you're going to point your elbows and your arm at the ceiling, your upper arm at the ceiling, and you keep your elbows still. Keep your elbows still, nice and controlled elbows and straight. And I want you to go slow on the way down. Slow on the way down so you don't strain the tendons attached to your elbow. Slow. Braden, go slower and you're just gonna, that's correct now, buddy. That's correct. I want everything that you do with these weights to be way slower, Braden. Slow, buddy, slow. All right, you're gonna do 10 of these. Slow. Isaac, excellent work. Isaac, when you go slow and thoughtful, you do really good work. Torin, maybe bend your knees, but I like what you're doing. All right, it's fine. I just think knees bent gives you a little bit more stability as you're lifting the weights. Okay, the next thing you're doing is your single arm half kettlebell get up with a press again. All right, here we go. Up onto your elbow, onto your hand, open up your hips. Do your press, always looking at the weight. Onto your hips, onto your elbow, onto your shoulder. Switch hands, switch legs. Elbow, hand, open, press, hip, elbow, shoulder. Switch weights, switch legs. Elbow, hand, open your hips, press, onto your hip, elbow, shoulder, switch the weight. Switch your legs onto your elbow, onto your hand. Open up your belly. Do your press onto your hip, onto your elbow, onto your back. Hold the weight with both hands. Rack it to your body and roll it to the ground. Rack it to your body. Isaac, good job. And roll it to the ground. Good. That's how you should put the weights down pretty much all of the time so you don't tear your biceps. All right? Seesaw press. 5 on each arm. Now, because it's only 5, it doesn't mean it's easier. It means it should be heavier. All right? But only for Jackson, Aiden, and Conrad in a week, and Torin. Everybody else should be, and maybe Abdul Rahim. Nobody else should be using more than like 5 or 10 pounds. Braden, sometimes it's kind of annoying to not lift anything. So if you want to lift like 3 pounds is probably fine. Or soup cans is probably fine. Like not lifting anything while you're lifting is kind of, you could lift something. There you go, Jackson. And then after that, your tricep extensions. You're gonna do 10 tricep extensions. That's it, Aiden. Control your elbows, Aiden. Control your body shapes. That's it, that's it. Control your shapes, my dog. Keep looking at the weight, thinking about what you're doing. Don't let your elbows move. Don't let your arms move like that. Just keep your elbows still, right there. I like this better. I like that better. Good job. When you're done with that, you're gonna do one more set of your kettlebell half get-ups. Hand open, do your press, waist, elbow, shoulder, switch the weight. Switch your legs. Elbow, hand open, press, hips, elbow, shoulder, switch the weight. Switch your legs. Elbow, hand open, press. On your hip, on your elbow, on your shoulder, switch the weight. Switch your leg. Hand, elbow, hand, open, do the press, hip, elbow, shoulders, rock the weight to your, rack the weight and rock it. There you go. Stand up, seesaw press, 5 on each arm. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Cradle, rock the weight down, and you guys are gonna finish with your last set of tricep extensions. Nice. Aiden, always like increasing weight, increasing weight. Next week, I'll tell you the strength for next week is going to be, is the 4th week. We're going to do 4 sets of 8 next week of everything. 4 sets of 8, 4 on each arm. Okay. This week we did 3 sets of 10. So now you're going to do less, but you're going to lift more weight. All right. At least that's the goal. Aiden, Jackson, Conrad, I think next week you could probably increase weight a little bit. Guys, good job today. I'm rocking my Arthur Zanetti shirt from Brazil's. You know, got this from my buddy Danilo, Brazil Gymnastica. I really appreciate your hard work. I thought that we got a big week of workout, but also I thought that Michael Fletcher was great yesterday. Some really good information. I hope that everybody is able to have a wonderful family day on Sunday with their fathers. Always rep the 6 for 6.